Kevin Parle is arguably Britain's most wanted man, but for 20 years there's been no confirmed sighting, word or trace of him. He's wanted over the murder of a young mother of three, Lucy Hargreaves, and the murder of teenager Liam Kelly. 6 years ago, the police failure to find Parle prompted former Scotland Yard detective Peter Blexley to launch his own investigation, but he hasn't tracked him down either.
Kevin Parle has remained hidden because he is funded, protected, looked after and of huge value to global, serious and organised crime. He's a very valuable asset.
It was 20 years ago today that three men burst into the Liverpool home of Lucy Hargreaves. They were looking for her boyfriend, but they shot Lucy dead and set her home on fire. In a statement, her family said, "The way we lost Lucy is not something families can ever truly come to terms with. It is still incredibly difficult and painful to think about. Over the past 20 years, people will have talked with family and friends. A number of people were contacted by males using a phone that was stolen, along with a vehicle used in Lucy's murder. We appeal directly to them to please come forward. Now is the time." The family have had no justice. In 2007, two young men prosecuted for Lucy's murder had charges dropped after a judge said there was insufficient evidence against them.
There remains three males responsible for this offence, and in terms of our investigation, we are still seeking justice for Lucy's family in relation to all three males involved and potentially any other persons who were involved in helping set up the murder.
Police believe Parle fled to Alicante in Spain. There he hid among the vast expat community. 4 years after he vanished, I went to Spain and picked up his trail.
He was here for the virtually the whole of the summer season, you know.
And what was he like? What do you remember?
He was quite affable, you know. He used to come in, drink, eat, whatever.
And that holiday complex was in Torrevieja, where I've been. Yeah, and they did see him there. I sat down with a man who gave me a long, long tale of all his doings and engagement with Kevin Parle. He was bold and he was brash and he had a girlfriend at one point, and the police actually should have captured him there, but they were too late.
At 6 feet 5 inches tall, red-haired with a small face scar and a Scouse accent, Parle shouldn't be difficult to spot. There have been reports of him in Australia and Dubai. 10 years ago, police issued these images to suggest how he might have aged.
Could be one very good reason, of course, why you can't find him and why the police can't find him, and that's because he's dead. How likely is that?
I can think of many reasons why certain criminals would want to get rid of Kevin Parle, because he could, in terms of evidence about the cases that he's wanted for, should he flip and become a witness for the Crown, that would be highly damaging for a lot of very tasty criminals.
Even after 20 years, there may still be someone willing to share vital information about Lucy's murder. They're urged to call police or the Crime Stoppers charity. Martin Brunt, Sky News.